Hi everybody, this is Kristen from A Voice and a View, here to do another video, and hope you're all doing well out there. It's raining here. It's amazing and I'm excited for spring. Snow is melting, yay! But today's healing lesson is called Step Out of Your Comfort Zone. So I talk about how everything out there is trying to control you. It's trying to make you believe in the system. It's trying to make you believe in religion. It's trying to make you believe in politics, in all these systems outside of you. And it's so important to concentrate on you and what you need to change about you. Because everything is a mirror. Everything is being shown to you out in the world, but everything out there is trying to show you something about you, about something you need to change about yourself. And you need to stop believing in everything out there. Okay, everything happening out there. Stop focusing on that so much. They keep you divided. Okay, they keep you separate from yourself, from going within yourself to heal what you need to heal. And a big part of this journey is not doing the same thing that you used to do. It's stepping outside of yourself to find out who you are, to not believe in everything trying to control you and to make you believe in this, that, and the other thing out there. Okay? It's keeping you from looking within yourself. Everything is trying to distract you from looking within yourself and what you need to heal. And in every video I do, I talk about how to start this process. And you go into yourself, you open up your chakras. You have 7 chakras, okay? The 7 seals in the body, the energy centers. Because God is inside of you and not separate from you. God is not somewhere out in a cloud, somewhere, separate. You go through this Christ consciousness journey. You open up your energy centers and you get through the devil energy in the lower chakras. Okay, it starts with the root chakra, then the sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus chakra. I always get that one messed up. Okay, those are the lower energy centers. Okay, you gotta get through those. And at the same time, you're opening these up with the power of the mind. Okay, sitting in meditation and opening up your energy centers. You can find this information on YouTube. At the same time, you have to look within yourself and heal the trauma that you've accumulated over your lifetime. You have to sit in meditation, close your eyes, concentrate on your heart center, your heart chakra. Okay? Your heart remembers all of your pain. Sit with each painful moment in your life. Concentrate on your heart and relive all those traumatic experiences. Cry them out through your emotions and reflect. Okay? As you do that, and you address each trauma and you let it go, you give it to God. The more you do this, the more peaceful you will become, and the more your world would change outside of you. You will not only change within yourself and come to a more peaceful state, but you will change the world around you. because you are a reflection of your outside world. Okay, and if you're constantly being distracted by what's happening out there, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change in the world that you're experiencing. Okay, you are a powerful being of light under God. You have abilities. God works through you. And when you go through this, opening up your chakras, you go through the lower energies and you go into the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. Okay, through this Christ consciousness journey, you can attain more parts of your brain. You can access more information. And you will have like a communication with the spiritual realm, with God and the angels. And they'll send you information through epiphanies, your pineal gland and your third eye. Your intuition will be heightened. Okay, and you'll get ideas, you'll get creative ideas. Spirit will show you. I call God Spirit a lot, but God can be named any, whatever you consider God, okay? The Most High, the Almighty, Creator Source, Spirit. There's so many different names. The universe. It's all the same energy. But when you attain this knowledge, you can communicate with the natural world. And you will be sent information. Okay, we've been told so many lies about God and what God is. Religion is a lie, guys. And I grew up Catholic, so I understand that. Whole other world out there with religion. I went from growing up Catholic and believing that God was somewhere up there in a cloud, okay, to understanding my body and understanding energy and realizing that I could activate more parts of my brain through opening up my energy centers. And doing this, it activates the parts of your brain that you didn't realize you had access to. Because we only use about 10% of our brain, guys. And why do you think that is? And why do you think nobody's told you about that? There's a reason for that. Because all of the sources outside of you are trying to control you. As long as you believe in something else out there, you're not going to go within yourself to find the answers. Everything out there is trying to distract you from finding the answers. If they can control you with, the left here, the right there, you know what I'm talking about, politics. And believe me, I've been through the politics, guys. I used to be obsessed with it. One day I just got fed up. Got tired of hearing about it. Got tired of the fighting in the comments and trying to make people believe my story, my opinion. I just got sick of it all. And I just said no more. And I started looking into myself more. Started going for walks. I started paying attention to the natural world. And, not that I stopped following everything that was going on in the world, but the more I paid attention to connecting with God on a personal level and having a strong relationship, the more I spent outside sun gazing, going out for sunrises, which is a big part of the process as well, because you're You're being activated with codes, guys, through the sun. Okay, the Son of God. S-U-N, the Son of God, the light of all things. It's energy. We are energy. We are electric beings. But the more you spend outside in the sun, the more you are activating your light. It's very true, guys. I had no idea what I was doing when I started going out and taking pictures in the morning. And all of a sudden, I just started having these experiences, these amazing experiences that I was connecting with God. And God was showing me different things in the natural world through my pictures, through animals. I started connecting on such a deeper level. I didn't understand it. But it was like God was leading my eyes to see these magical things. And I used to not be good at all at taking pictures. And all of a sudden, my pictures started just changing. I started seeing beauty in everything. And my creative ability just soared. And it was like, where is all this coming from? I didn't understand it. But the more I spent outside, the more I got out into the sun, the more I started to have a relationship with God, with source energy. And I started to wake up. Started to break the system, guys. I started to see things on a whole different level. I started to understand that there are more realms than just down here on the earth plane. Okay? Spiritual realm is very, very real. Got to have a balance with both. And if you don't, you're stuck. It's like you have like a blindfold on. You're not going to be able to see the truth of things. You're not going to be able to see the bigger picture. But step out of your comfort zone. Okay? And right now I'm being shown the same thing, because I've kind of got myself into a where I've been doing the same things, lately. But step out of your comfort zone. Do something different. Okay? Very important. Stop believing everything outside of you and start to find answers within you. And the truth is God. God is the truth. The more you believe the lies out there, the more you're going to stay stuck in the system. It's very important to understand how powerful you are. You are the creator of your own life, of your own world. And if you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, nothing's going to change. If you're not happy in that 9-to-5 job, okay, do something else. Start something for yourself. Find something you enjoy, a passion of yours. Start something different. It's a big part of the process, is to not do everything the way everybody else does. Step out of your comfort zone. Do something amazing in your life. Start a passion that you've always wanted to start. Start a new business. Get online. Start a channel. Start videos like I did. I didn't want to do this. I was guided to start doing my videos. And I remember the first time I started a video, I was scared to death. Didn't want to do it. But Spirit was guiding me to do it. You got to listen to your intuition. Intuition is God. It's the moments that you have creative ideas that are trying to lead you down a different direction. It's trying to open up a pathway that will help you thrive, that will help you change your life, will help get you out of that matrix job. everything around you is trying to keep you in one spot. It's to keep you in doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like you're in a trance, guys. Like you can't break free. Okay, and you don't realize that doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're creating your own prison. You are not free. Freedom is not just, freedom with your country. The ultimate freedom is finding freedom. I cannot talk today. What is going on? Is finding freedom in yourself, to free yourself of all the chains that have been wrapped around you your whole life. Can you hear that beeping? That's confirmation, guys. Somebody's beeping their horn behind me. Spirit will work that way too, to send confirmations. But it was just 16:06 on the clock, guys. 6-6. And actually, guys, 666 is a divine number, whether you want to believe that or not. 666 is not an evil number. But anyways, just a note on that, guys. The universe is made up of numbers. Okay? And Spirit shows you signs through numbers, through sacred geometry. And if you are on a higher frequency, you will see numbers everywhere. Frequent numbers, the same numbers. Especially 1111. 1111 means new beginnings. Means you're on a higher frequency, and it's one of the first numbers you will start to see. If you start seeing numbers over and over again, doesn't matter where they are, look them up on YouTube. You're being sent a message, and you'll be amazed on how it relates to your journey on your life. But this Great Awakening journey is trying to wake you up and open your eyes to see that there is so much more going on around you than you realize. That it's not just the journey down here. There are so many things happening all around you without your knowledge. And when you go through this journey of opening up your chakras and balancing your energy, because everything is energy, everybody has light and dark energy, and everything is a transfer of energy. But when you go through this process, you will start to realize that there's so much more that you're not seeing, that you're not opening yourself up to, that there are other realms. There are a lot more realms, but the spiritual realm is very real and very important. And when you go through this process and you start activating more parts of your brain, you will start to be sent messages. You will be able to communicate. It's amazing. I've done this myself. I've been going through this process for years, for the last 11 years. Spirit was slowly waking me up. But now I know that God is not separate from me. God works through me. God sends me messages all the time. It's amazing, guys. I'll tell you this quick. It's not even a long story, but the other day I was on my way to the post office to check my P.O. box. And right before I walked in, I had a thought come through. And it was like, oh, I should be getting something in the mail soon about extending my P.O. box. I'm like, it's about that time. It's been about 6 months. Excuse me. So I go to my P.O. box and I open it up, and the only thing in my P.O. box was a bill for my next 6 months to extend my P.O. box. I mean, literally, As soon as I got to the door of the post office, this thought came through my head. And what are the chances that the only thing in my P.O. box was a bill for the next 6 months to extend my P.O. box? You know, those are my psychic abilities. That's how God works. God sends you messages. It's like you know something before it happens. Or spirit and your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, they'll all show you information on what you need to see. You know, what you're not seeing that's going on around you. You know, your psychic abilities will be enhanced. Your intuition will be enhanced. You'll get creative ideas. It's incredible. But this is how spirit works. The real spirit, the real God. And if the system can keep you believing in something that is outside of yourself, they're controlling you without you even knowing it. Okay, religion is a lie. It's an ugly, fat lie that so many have believed for lifetimes, for a long, long time. You know, generations have been manipulated over this big lie. And, you know, families teach their kids about religion, you know, because it was something they were taught to, you know, something to believe in, a God that is separate from them, and to believe that lie, even though they didn't mean to do that, because it was what they were taught. This is the ugly lie, guys. This is one of the big ugly lies. If you don't open up your energy centers, you're stuck. You're going to stay in the loop. You're not going to be able to break free. So it's so important to go in and open up your chakra centers. The 7 seals, guys. The 7 seals in the body. The Bible is an ascension guide. It's not to be taken literally. But again, I want to reiterate to break free from the chains that are surrounding you. This is what you need to do to break free from all the lies, all the chains that bind you, that keep you stuck in the loop. You know, you don't realize that you're in like a self-made prison, guys. The real freedom is to go through this process, to heal yourself from the inside out. The more darkness you let off of you, the more you activate the light within, your God frequency. This is the truth that breaks the chains, guys. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop doing the same things that you've always done. Stop believing the lies out there and everything that's trying to distract you from healing yourself, from healing you. You are the answer. You are the truth, guys. You are what needs to change. Look in the mirror. Take accountability. Make the changes you need to change. And forgive those. Forgive others. Forgive yourself. And start activating your light. And the more you activate within you and you let go of all the layers of darkness that you've accumulated on your body, internally and externally, the more you do this, the more you break the chains. Be unpredictable. Do something totally different with your life. Find happiness in any way you can. Let go of what no longer serves you. And that can be really hard sometimes, guys. It could be people. You've got to get away from any of that dark energy. Because, like I said, we all have light and dark energy. And sometimes that dark energy will attach to you. So you need to get rid of what no longer serves you and find your own path. If it's not making you happy, change it up. Do something totally different with your life. Something that will reinvent yourself with. Transform. Make the transformation. Do something totally different. That's going to change your path, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how old you are, guys. You can reinvent yourself at any point in your life. Step outside of doing the same old. And do something great with your life. Break the patterns. Stop focusing on everything else out there where you're looking for answers. You are the answer. No one is going to come and save you. You have to save yourself. And everything outside of you is trying to get you to believe that someone else is going to come and save you. No. You have to do the work. You have to find the truth for yourself. And the way that you find the truth is going through this process. Looking within yourself for the answers. The more you spend time alone and find God, He'll show you the truth. You got to ask for the truth, but you'll be shown. The process of healing is complicated and it can take some time. But a big part of the process is stepping out of your comfort zone and changing it up. The more you stay doing the same old, the harder and longer it's going to take you to see the truth, to make changes, to become your own answer. Make way for the new. Come up with some great ideas. Make a new path. Create. We are powerful creators under God. We have abilities. And the quicker you learn that you are a powerful being under God and that your light is within you to activate, the faster you realize that, the quicker your life is going to change for the better. But it's important to break out of the matrix, guys. It's important to do something different. Part of this journey is finding yourself. Well, it's all about finding yourself, but it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable because people are not going to agree with you. People are going to look at you differently. They might get angry with you. And that's when you know that those people are not for you. They're not on your frequency. And the higher you go with this process of Christ consciousness, you're going to see people fall away. You're going to see a lot of things fall away in your life because it's not on the same frequency. As your frequency changes, your world changes around you, and your people will change. This is incredible, this experience. For the last 11 years, I've seen so much change in my outside world. So much. But this process is amazing, and it's worth it. But it all starts with you. It all starts with making changes within yourself and starting to heal your trauma inside you. And you will come to, or eventually, you will come to a place of peace. And you will lose all the dark layers that you've attached to yourself your whole life. And I give this example. Like when a baby's born, they haven't been through a lot of the trauma that we all have throughout our lives. They're, besides the crying and, which all babies do, they're pretty happy. They haven't had the trauma like we have. Okay? And it's like that. When you lose a lot of the trauma that's attached to you through your tears, because your tears are gold, guys. Your tears are powerful. It's a release out of your system. That pain just, it leaves you through your tears. But just like a baby, they're pretty much at peace. Besides when they're hungry and they cry and, whatever. But you almost come back like a child's state. Like you're in that state of mind like a child. Like you're happy. You find joy and happiness in little things. You don't need a lot in your life to make you happy. You lose being materialistic. You lose a lot of things from your ego. Because you balance your ego and your heart. Okay, you have to have your ego, but you come out of your ego for the most part, and you come within, you live more from your heart. You're more generous. You help people. You don't need as much to be happy. The little things make you happy. You find magic in the outside world. You understand that you're grateful for everything around you. And it's not about, what can I get if I do this? Or if I hurt that person, I can attain this. Okay? You live in the truth no matter what. And the more you do that as well, you stay in the truth no matter what. Because God is listening. Everybody's listening up there. They're paying attention to what you do. Spirit realm is 100% real. So, I'm not going to keep going on and on today, but make some changes. Okay, get out of that comfort zone that you have. It's going to get uncomfortable to make changes, to start this process. It will make you stronger. It will help you see that there is a much bigger picture than what you are actually seeing with your eyes. And you'll be shown in so many different ways. Start getting out there and meditating. And you don't have to do it in a specific way. Just sit there in a chair with your eyes closed. Do some deep breath work. But the more you go through this process, the more you do the opposite of what the world is telling you. And I'm not talking about, doing bad things, guys, or I'm talking about being honest with yourself, respecting yourself, not following everything out there for answers. Because the answers are inside of your heart, are inside of you, where God is. And God has the answers. Stop focusing so much on the outside world and go within yourself to find the answers you need to find. And you will be shown the truth. If you don't believe me, do like I do. Do like an experiment. Excuse me. When I didn't believe something, I would do an experiment and I would push the system. I would challenge the system in a lot of different ways, guys, like fluoride. I wanted to see if taking fluoride out of my water would work. I heard it decalcified your pineal gland, and then it opened your mind up. So I wanted to see for myself. I didn't want to just read it in the comments. I did it for myself. And guess what? Amazing things started happening in my world. Because your pineal gland, one of the glands anyway, you're right here, your third eye area, is like your Wi-Fi signal to God. It's a very powerful gland. So I started taking fluoride out of my water, started avoiding it at the dentist's office, in my toothpaste, Started putting my water out in the sun, because the sun cleans the water. Started doing that, and everything started changing in my world. Started seeing things differently in every way. That's a big, important part of the process. So, anyways, guys, every time I try to stop my video, I keep going and going and going. That's okay. But get out of your comfort zone. Start living your life differently. Start making bold changes within yourself, with others, and in your outside world. And watch the magic starting to happen, guys. There is more, to the craziness down here. There's more than what you're seeing. There's more than what you're experiencing. There's more than what you were told your whole life. So make some good changes and watch the magic happen. May take some time, but the more you do it, the more you're going to see some amazing things and experience some amazing things and start to communicate with your angels and ancestors and spirit. Okay, that's it for today, guys. This is Kristen from A Voice and a View. Peace, love, and light. Love y'all. Bye. Get out of your comfort zone.